What a day for anime-related drama. Yeah, there is quite the drama that's been going on for the past 24 hours in the anime community, and I wanted to make a video on it yesterday, but after kind of getting a little bit more context, diving headfirst into it, and even seeing this on the screen, as you can see, that Crunchyroll is trending for all the wrong reasons, let's get into it. Let's dive headfirst into this. So, if you have not heard the news, Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 is going to be recasting the voice actor of Mob, the MC of Mob Psycho, in the English dub. Now, before I go any further, I know there's going to be those that are instantly going to say, oh, it's the dub voice actor, I don't care. And I want to be honest here. I understand that people have their preference. People like subs, people like dubs, etc. I fully understand that. I do. I'm someone that actively rather watch a sub than a dub. But there is occasions I do watch a dub, like what I did with Cyberpunk recently. I really enjoyed the sub and the dub of Cyberpunk. And so the point I'm getting at is even though you might not watch the dub of Mob Psycho 100, this news is very important and something that should be shared because it's not okay. Because I'm willing to bet you anybody's tone that's like doesn't care about this dub voice after basically being screwed over by Crunchyroll, I'm willing to bet you most of you guys out there would change your tone, or people that are against it would change your tone if it was a Japanese voice actor you cared about. Like if it was like Subaru's voice actor from the Japanese, dub, I wanted to bet you people's tone would change if the voice actor was changed out or something. So that's the point here, just to give context. So anyways, what's happening? Well, basically, the voice actor got recasted, and the reason for it actually was clarified in the video the voice actor themselves made, and I'll have a link to this video in the description if you want to watch it in its entirety. Before I go any further though, I want you guys to listen to this brief little segment that basically shows that it isn't about money, just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
And I want to put this little note in here just to be very, very clear. It's not about money. They were prepared to pay me at least what I would be getting on a union scale contract, possibly more. They just don't want to put it on a union contract.
Okay, so basically, let's get into that. This video, this 4-minute, almost 5-minute video that Kyle himself uploaded yesterday, basically describes the situation with Mob Psycho. That he is getting recasted, or, Mob is getting recasted, and he will not be voice acting for Mob Psycho anymore because Crunchyroll did not want to work with a union. Now, let's also talk about that. What is a union? Well, basically, a union in its entirety, which he goes along links to kind of explain, which you could pause the video if you want to read this for yourself, but for the most part, yes, some of unions are about money, but for the most part, it's also about health benefits, it's about paid sick leave, just for the well-being of an employee. For instance, to give proper respect to employees that join the union. And so because of that, it's overall a good thing. It is. There can be some negatives sometimes, but overall, being a part of a union is relatively good. It protects workers and gives them a little bit more rights and negotiation power against the employer. So basically, to kind of explain this a little bit deeper, we have it to where Crunchyroll did not want to make a contract with the union that Kyle was a part of, SAG-AFTRA. I think that's how you pronounce it. Basically, SAG-AFTRA is this union that is for voice actors and people that are a part of just dubbing stuff and being voice actors, etc. You can look it up for yourself and dive a little bit headfirst into that if you want to know more about them. But overall, they're a very big union. They help out. And so he was like, okay, I want to, voice Mob, but, Crunchyroll, I'm willing to, come on board and even actually be a part of the casting of Mob Psycho Season 3's dub, even without a union contract, if you at the very least meet SAG-AFTRA and just talk with them maybe for the possibility, not saying that you need to, but for the possibility you might consider a little bit more of union communication and contracts in the future. Basically trying to open the door up for a better working environment for his fellow voice actors, which overall is a good thing. So Kyle basically in his own way, he was a martyr or took one for the team, trying to have a better working environment for voice actors that voice act for anime and different things, at least for Crunchyroll. And so, because that he even dared to try to challenge Crunchyroll and have something like that happen, he was instantly pretty much fired and removed from his role to voice act Mob in Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. So you can kind of see where the bad faith is here. Basically, Crunchyroll and the people, the head honchos or whoever made these decisions, they did not want to have, like, an even playing field with, employees and employers. They do not want to work with unions, and it's kind of a scummy tactic. And this is something that has been discussed in the past year, actually, and I wanted to make a video talking about this, but around that time there was other stuff that was going on I was talking about, but it is still very important. Basically, it's known for a while now that Crunchyroll and Funimation, has had a history of kind of underpaying their voice actors and mistreating them, and there's a lot of articles on this. If you want to dive into it, you can find many of them, but here's one of them. Basically, people kind of shouting out and talking about, Funimation or Crunchyroll not paying their voice actors properly, and even translators as well that do, like, the translations for anime don't get paid that well as well. So when you actually see this stuff going on, you kind of instantly assume, because Crunchyroll and Funimation had a merger, which we all know has happened, and Funimation's kind of merged into Crunchyroll now, and the dub department of Funimation is the one that's making the dub for Crunchyroll. Those kind of evil tactics or scummy tactics from Funimation is obviously now starting to play a role in Crunchyroll, which we could see happening here right now. Basically, not wanting to work with a union. So it kind of all comes full circle. The monopoly of Sony gaining Crunchyroll, gaining Funimation, it's coming full circle to where we're starting to see those negative repercussions and the problems starting to appear in the public eye. And it's overall not a good look. It's not a good look for Crunchyroll entirely to do something like this to a voice actor, especially for such a big series that has been trending quite a bit. I mean, once again, like I said, this post here just shows, excuse the cursed number, but it is trending. Like, literally, Crunchyroll is trending for the very wrong reasons, but I'm glad word is getting out on this because it needs to trend. Crunchyroll themselves have confirmed with this, article that they sent to Kotaku that, yes, they have changed the role of mob. So it's not good. This is an absolute bad situation. You have a few people chipping in, basically kind of summarizing the video that Kyle made here. For instance, Kyle explains that CR not working with the SAG-AFTRA union. He will likely not be reprising his role as mob. Kyle is even willing to work on the show's new season as non-union if Crunchyroll meet with the SAG-AFTRA and hammer out a contract for future productions. Just a good faith negotiation meeting to see what happens. Kyle doesn't confirm that other actors may also be stepping down from their roles, but it is a possibility. So more actors could follow suit with, Kyle stepping down from his role as mob. So just, yeah, this is Kyle kind of explaining unions as well. Just bad. This is bad. Because, like, look, I know people out there might not care about the dub or care about dubs in general for anime, but it's not okay to screw over a voice actor. It's not. It's never okay to screw over voice actors, and all around, it's a bad look. It's a very bad look. And I don't think this is okay for Crunchyroll to do something like this, because it's like, it's bad faith. It's bad faith with your voice actors, and also basically saying you don't want to give your employees the possibility of health benefits, proper pay to, just like paid sick leave, etc. It's not okay to be kind of against that. That's my 2 cents. And look, even hell, if unions were just about pay, seriously, we're going to argue about the fact that these individuals put their soul and life and their throat and voice basically into these anime, and we don't want them to get properly paid and protected with health insurance? Do we really want to die on that hill and say, nah, they don't deserve it? Because I don't think we do. So the point I'm trying to make is that this is, the word of this needs to be spread. This is not something that's a-okay, and that I hope that Kyle, he might not ever get his role of mob back, and this could have been career suicide technically for him even making this video in the first place. Hell, I might get backlash for this video, but the point is word needs to get out, because this is not okay. It's never okay to do this to voice actors. And I keep saying that point, but it is the truth of the matter. And even if you don't care about dubs, you should at the very least try to get word on this, because it's like Crunchyroll is messing up, and eventually this is going to not just affect the dub, but we'll have issues in other areas starting to take place with maybe translations, etc., which we've already been seeing happen with Overlord. I mean, hell, if you've been watching Overlord, you've seen the issues with the Overlord translators. Something's going on there. It's really whack what's ever going on with Overlord. So, yeah. I'm going to leave this video at that for now, though. Once again, I'll have the link to this video in the description. Check it out for yourself. Drop this man a like. Leave him a good comment if you can, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Tell him I sent you. And on top of that, like I said, just get the word out. This needs to be shared. It really does. But okay, with that, guys, be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.